what you're talking about. Your concepts are very interesting, and they make a lot of sense. Can you explain to me why the newspapers, I want to show you some headlines in some of the newspapers, phony AIDS doc is ordered to stop. Here's another one. AIDS doctor banned from medical practice. AIDS do-it-yourself treatment, and below that is felonious herbs. A herbalist who claims to cure AIDS is nabbed. He calls arrest racist and a smear campaign. And last but not least is Herbal Research Institute, is it being discredited? It sounds as though these institutions were out to get you. And I would like to know why it is they brought you up on charges. Was there any kind of investigation made at all into your claims that you made?
There is a kind of mania that exists on the planet today that prevent truth from being accepted, because the untruth is moving at such a tremendous momentum that truth now is in a very precarious position at this time. Because why? Example, I am the citizen of a country, and I have been engaging in certain practices of this thing we call nutrition and healing. And people that has been serviced by the Institute have claimed to have all these things reversed, and it's published. Instead of arresting this individual, it should have been investigated. Well, this is like ideally speaking. But we do not live in that society today, in such society that is ideal. We live in one that is full of anger. I was not surprised that the Attorney General would arrest me. In fact, the police, when he came into this place, he drew his gun, and I asked him, why did he have his gun drawn? He said, to surprise me. I said, but I've been waiting for you for 18 years. So you were the one that surprised, not I, because I knew you was coming. Why? One is that there is great amount of money involved in natural healing that would deprive the pharmaceutical laboratories, I suppose, because there's money to be made of those chemicals. But are we going to sacrifice the life of America and the world for the sake of chemicals? Isn't that another catch? Sure, he had to arrest me. Maybe in favor of the chemical people. Or maybe it is that he didn't know. Or another is that he placed me in the category of the previous healers that came. They didn't do anything. They didn't have a big plan. According to nutrition, in reference to nutrition, we have to now use substance that everybody eats. But we have to select from that group of foods that we call foods, the green leafy vegetation that would do the least amount of harm to the individual. Because we know that the compounds that was constructed using the herb from the tropics would deliver the kind of nutrients and energy that the body really needs. And these are the things that we recommend, such as the broccoli and the lettuce or spinach. You know, we also recommend the quinoa. These things are merely to satisfy those 400 years of conditioning, because we are people that like to eat now. But we are faced now with a catch-22, as we call it, that if we want to eat the food that we like, we're going to get sick. And if we want to eat the food that we should eat, we're going to be angry. So there is a process now of weaning from that particular diet that hurts the body. So we move you gradually away to the state of not eating. And it's not difficult. Don't even be surprised that such statement is made. It is possible. But before then, we have to gradually remove you. But first, we remove you from all of the meats because of the high cholesterol. And we all know that. The American Medical Association is telling us about the things that are harmful to our health, and that there are so many diet-related diseases that has been cropping up over a period of time. So we allow you to eat substance on the market that would not harm you as much as others. One that the African American should not consider at any time is carrots, because it too contains a high level of starch. And because our genetical structure is so high in carbon, we are very sensitive people. So whatever there is that is inconsistent with us, it would have an adverse effect on us immediately. And substance like starch has played not too much of a very well gift, or it didn't play a good role in our daily life. And I could talk about starch because I was born, as you know, in Central America, in Honduras, and I watched my aunt, my grandmother, my mother, my parents eat a lot of starch. And there is a tribe of people that I notice, that I know, the Garifunas, and they too eat a lot of starch. But then I look at the various diseases that they are beset with. Their high incidence of diabetes. I just recently left Honduras, and I remember a friend of mine by the name of Juan Gomez. We were on the ships together when I was a merchant seaman, and we talk of many things, and lo and behold, I had not seen this man in 20 some odd years, and I saw him in Honduras in a little village by the name of Santa Rosa de Aguan. And he was always touching his eye. He was wiping his eye. And I saw his big stomach, his belly, and then I also noticed the way he walked. And I was very hurt because Juan and I are the same age. So I know what starch has done to the black race, to the African genetic structure.
Let me